The epic voyage that promises homecoming through heroic endurance is not merely a foundational myth for Western literature, but a profound reckoning demanding you confront the parts of yourself that have been conditioned to equate identity with conquest and return with restoration of the old order. And true Nostos requires not reclaiming your throne through strategic violence alone, but integrating the weight of 20 years' transformation until home becomes an act of radical re-recognition rather than performative resumption. In the Odyssey, Homer transforms the hero's journey trope into precise exploration of relational sovereignty and embodied accountability, proving wisdom isn't found in defeating suitors, it's forged in honoring the person beneath the legend when every cultural expectation demands you remain either glorious king or wandering ghost. From wine-dark sea and hearth-smoke narration, listeners enter worlds where memory is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable ore, perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent classical literature where male complexity defies stoic warrior stereotypes. When Odysseus finally reaches Ithaca, expecting validation through swift retribution, he discovers Penelope's guarded recognition mirrors the exact suppression she's endured beneath decades of performative fidelity, and her quiet refusal to accept him as mere title creates space for connection defying patriarchal hierarchy. Navigating contested identities and buried attractions, Odysseus realizes this return isn't about possession, but recalibration, with Homer avoiding reducing Odysseus to flawless hero or Penelope to passive prize, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as fate blurs them. And audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Odysseus's disciplined cunning fracturing into clarity, and Penelope's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls, learning some homes can only be claimed when you stop letting glory define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical epic fare is portraying marital intimacy as somatic practice rather than romanticized reunion, with Odysseus confronting how heroic culture equated worth with utility, while Penelope creates sanctuary where his contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during bed test moments, bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both emotional integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against gods mistaking tenderness for weakness, supported by fellow survivors encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and Ithaca itself absorbing centuries of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique and presence is sustainable resource, with recognition rituals mirroring emotional attunement, and surrendered boasts becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred reclamation, with narrators embodying Odysseus and Penelope with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant wave crashes, rain against stone thresholds, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring revelatory cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining classical epic by centering female epistemology within heroic frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to return on your own terms, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by legend.